live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Dueling pianos, delicious local bites, and hundreds of opportunities to connect. We'll learn more about the QC Business Showcase, a can't-miss networking opportunity. Plus, how local women are helping children start school ready to learn. More on Women United and the impact they're making through United Way Quad Cities. And Great Sounds Promotions is celebrating 30 years of music, community, and impact. We'll talk about their special anniversary weekend featuring live performances and a free youth workshop. And that's where we begin today on Quad Cities Live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier. Over 30 years now, Great Sounds Promotions has been using the power of music to inspire, educate, and bring people together. And now they're celebrating that milestone in a big way, from a free youth music workshop to a weekend full of live performances. Joining us now are Valerie Davis-Bibbs, founder and president of Great Sounds Promotions, as well as Tim Dahlman, who is the production manager. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you, Morgan, for having us.
We could have used Tim off the top because apparently I muted my microphone when we started the show. We could have used a little of your expertise, Tim. I really appreciate you both being here today. A big celebration for you.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great Sounds Promotions celebrating 30 years. So tell me a little bit about your organization and truly what this 3 decades has meant to you.
Great Sounds Promotions is a non-for-profit here in the community, and we have been striving for 30 years. This milestone has meant a lot to us and to this organization. We have been able to provide high quality entertainment to the Quad City area, major artists, national, all over, you know, that we've been able to do, bring in educational youth workshops for young people to be part of, and so we're looking forward to a great weekend.
Yes, it's all very meaningful. We have a few events to talk about as we talk about that weekend and that celebration. But Tim, before we get to all of those, you know, as a production manager, what goes into creating this memorable experience?
Well, the wonderful thing about the GSP shows is the gospel shows they've had over the years have brought together both halves of our community, the mainstream white church and the African American church, and they've brought together community leaders from both sides to work together towards common goals and common experiences. That's been a wonderful aspect of working with GSP over the years. And the smooth jazz shows have been just incredibly delightful. I don't know smooth jazz genre artists myself, but I can produce a show. But every show that Valerie brings to town, I am just surprised and delighted by how great it is. And those shows are attended by pastors and business moguls, college students, and retirees. Such a wide cross-section of people. And they're all delightful.
Well, that's great. And a big component of this, as we mentioned, is the youth workshop. And we've got some photos that were just on the screen right there showing that in the past. So tell us about what happens at these youth workshops and really why it's so important.
It is important because a lot of the students that the Davenport School provides to us are underserved. They're not, a lot of them don't have that opportunity to meet a lot of our local artists and also our national artists. And so we put together this workshop to give them that opportunity so that they can, you know, be able to learn more about the industry, the music industry. And our instructor will be Nina Nicole this time, and so she will talk about, you know, teaching them harmony, voice techniques, and so forth. So things that they don't usually would get, and so this is their opportunity to participate.
A fabulous opportunity, and I just want to add to that as well that this again is free. Their transportation is provided. There are truly no barriers in getting these kids to enjoy this experience, right? That is huge that you're able to provide that. We just had on the screen, you've got a jazz pianist, Brian Simpson. That's going to be part of the VIP celebration after this youth workshop.
That's correct.
That's very special, and people can attend that and purchase tickets to that. Then other celebrations. So tell us about what's going on Friday night and Saturday night.
Friday night we have award-winning artist Brian Simpson, piano player, and he will put on a an astonishing concert.
Great,
And we also have opening that evening is Nina Nicole. She will open for him on that Friday evening. And on Saturday, May 9th, we have God's Posse. They are a quartet group out of Chicago.
Okay.
So if you like that foot stomping, hand clapping, get ready.
Obviously, we do.
Yes.
Who wouldn't like that? And Tim, before we wrap up, I mean, when folks walk into this event, you know, they're purchasing tickets to support, obviously, a wonderful not-for-profit. What do you want them to walk away feeling after they leave? You know, you put so much hard work into this.
Absolute joy.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yes.
what's been our experience with these shows, and that's what we want to share.
Yeah, absolute joy. Couldn't have put it better myself.
Yes.
The Youth Music Workshop, as we mentioned, is Friday, May 8th from 10 a.m. to noon at TMBC Lincoln Resource Center in Davenport. That VIP anniversary celebration follows from 4 to 5:30 at Isle. And the evening celebrations, they're at Rivermont Collegiate in Bettendorf, both Friday and Saturday. We want you to purchase tickets, of course, and to do that, visit greatsoundspromotions.com. Valerie and Tim, congratulations.
Thank you, Morgan.
And thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Yes,
We
thank you
appreciate
very
you.
much. We
Thank you.
appreciate you. Still to come on QCL, one of the region's biggest spring networking events is back and bigger than ever, featuring local businesses, food tastings, live entertainment, much more. We have details next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
Bigger, better, more. That's the theme for this year's QC Business Showcase, Hobnosh 26. It's back this week, bringing together local businesses, nonprofits, and entrepreneurs to celebrate everything that makes our region thrive. Anna Pocell is the director of events for the Quad Cities Chamber and is back with us in studio today. Anna, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, this is a really fun event. Lots of people get excited about it. I mean, I'm hearing upwards of 700 people are planning on stopping by this event, so it is a very big deal. Previously known just as Hobnosh, so this is a major networking event, but somewhat reimagined even in the title. Can you talk about that change?
So this year our goal is to make it bigger and better, and I'm excited to say that's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
So in the past we did have our vendor booths and sips and samples, and that's staying the same. This year though, we actually have 80+ booths this year, which is a record for us, which I'm really excited to say.
Wow.
Yeah. Some of the other things we're doing differently this year is we have dueling pianos performing at the end of the event. We have caricature artists this year, a mobile golf lab simulator, a puppy pit stop is what we call it, and QC Animal Welfare is partnering with us on that, so we'll have live puppies.
Oh my
this
goodness.
year. So yeah, we're really adding some new elements to
That's
this
going
event
to
this
be
year.
a hit, and maybe some adopting will be happening as well.
Yes.
So this event it welcomes the broader community as well, right? This is not just chamber members. So why is it important just to make sure that all Quad citizens feel like they can step into this?
Yeah, so we really want to make this a community event. I mean, we love showcasing our chamber members, but we want it to be more than that. We want this to end up being an event that the entire community looks forward to every single year.
Yeah, and they do. So we've got some photos on the screen of previous events, and you can see really what a big deal it is. There is going to be food and beverage tasting booths at this. So talk a little bit about that component and why you feel it's important to showcase a little flavor at this.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves free samples, first of all, and I think it's a great opportunity for our restaurants to show what they have to offer. I mean, sometimes you'll go to a restaurant and you don't even know they have what's on the menu, and so this is a great opportunity for people to try out samples, maybe cater through them. I mean, yeah, get that brand awareness out.
Get the brand awareness, and you know, there's going to be some different giveaways happening as well. So can you talk about that part, the prizes and then the raffles?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year we are doing 4 huge raffle baskets. So we have summer fun, local favorites, game day, so like a sports themed basket.
Okay.
Spa day, and then small business resources.
Okay.
So
people can and try their hand at winning one of those raffle baskets.
Yep.
This is great. So ultimately, this is putting a lot of people in one room, right? So you're showcasing maybe for guests what you have to offer through your business or your restaurant or wherever it may be, but it also feels like a really good opportunity for collaboration among QC businesses.
yes, definitely. We are for sure not just showing restaurants or a certain industry. I mean, we're showcasing so many different industries in the region.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited because our vendors this year are being really creative with their booths. This isn't your typical expo with just business cards and flyers. There's games, there's giveaways at their own booths, and it's going to be an awesome time.
It's going to be a great event. Well, the QC Business Showcase Hobnosh 26 is this Wednesday, April 22nd from 5 to 7:30. It's at the Bend Expo in East Moline. If you want to purchase your tickets, there's still time. Visit quadcitieschamber.com to do that. And Anna, as always, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Still ahead, a powerful group of women is investing in the next generation right here in the Quad Cities. More on the work of Women United after the break. In our QC That's Where feature today, we are shining a spotlight on Women United, a group of incredible women with a shared purpose. They care deeply about early childhood education, and they provide key support to kids in our area.
Women United is a group of very passionate women who care a lot about kids and about getting them ready for kindergarten. And when they gather together and they all believe in the same thing, they roll up their sleeves, they give their financial resources, they give their time, and they connect around one common cause. That is the reason that our early learning initiatives are successful.
And a lot of change in the community happens because companies invest. But a lot of change also happens because women step up and they understand the need and making sure our littlest have the best start possible. And to me, that's why Women United is so important.
We have a lot of families that are employed. Often they have 2 to 3 jobs, and they still struggle just to get their kids to school. They don't care about them any less. They love them just the same. They don't have the same access to the same resources and tools that others in our community have. Rise United 2030 is United Way Quad Cities' blueprint and framework for community growth and success. And it really focuses on 3 core areas of education, financial security, and access to health. So we know that if we have kids that are ready to go into kindergarten, they're going to be more able to learn and read on grade level by 3rd grade, which predicts future success, very important milestone. We'll have more families earning a living wage and having financial security.
The first 3 years for a child is so critical in their development, whether it's healthy foods, good, adequate sleep, hearing conversations, learning how to speak. All of that is so critical in those first 3 years.
0 to 5 in general are the years where a child's brain grows the most. And so we know that it's important to capitalize on those years.
There's specific data to like reading proficiency by grade 3 and what that means for graduation, post-high school career. Like we know vocabulary is tied directly to intelligence, IQ, and so the more words a kid knows, the better success they're gonna have.
When you walk into a classroom of kids, you are their new best friend. You get hugs and you get their attention. And sometimes for kids, that's all they really need in any given day.
So every time they hear a story, they're focused, they're interested, they want to learn.
It's inspiring, and it's almost like you can see the future, sitting right in front of you. If Rise United 2030 focuses on education, Ready by 5 is one of the pathways that we get there. Ready by 5 is a parent engagement program that gives parents everything that they're going to need to be their children's first best teacher at home, from strategies to learning, using everyday learning moments, to actual tools like books and learning resources that they bring home with them.
It's free for parents, and it helps prepare the children in our community to be school ready, and also just to prepare them to have strong skill set for life.
It's beneficial to be part of this program because you do have the support here. You have day childcare, you have meals that are prepared for you, you're making connection with other parents in the community. So it's all a win. So I would encourage any parent to sign up.
Everybody becomes a parent for the first time, and we're all like, oh my goodness, what's next? Is this right? Is that right? Am I doing it wrong?
Parenting is hard, and it's hard for all of us.
Right? We always feel like we have to do parenting alone, or it's our way, or that's what we were taught. And sometimes the things that we were taught, they've been improved along the way, and that's all right. And I think Ready by 5 really gives us the opportunity to teach parents, or to give parents that, hey, here's help for you. We don't care about your background. We don't care where you came from. None of that really matters. We just want to give you the tools so you can be the best parent you can be to your child, and they're going to love that and appreciate that so much.
We reference a lot of science, but it isn't complex. And it's more just the opportunity to get people thinking about these things that do end up having a huge, huge impact on students by the time they get to kindergarten and beyond.
It takes everyday moments that you have with your child and turns them into learning opportunities without even thinking about it.
The changes that I've noticed with my 4-year-old especially is that she is more engaged when we're reading, and she's actually reading at 4 years old. So she's reading simple words, but she's actually reading. So that was a wonderful win.
During the pandemic,
All right, if you want to learn more about Women United, visit unitedwayqc.org/Women United, and there you can get in touch with organizers, sign up to volunteer, as well as financially invest in early learning. Next on Quad Cities Live, a closer look at the United Way's Ready by 5 program, how you can take part, along with details on a special upcoming event.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Women United through United Way Quad Cities is focused on supporting early childhood education and kindergarten readiness, as we just heard, through their Ready by 5 program. And now they're inviting even more women to get involved. Joining us now from United Way Quad Cities are Angela Snyder, Chief Strategy Officer, and Annette Paraquito, who is on the steering committee and the co-chair for Women United. Thank you both for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you so much. I feel like we already learned a ton from that beautiful story that we just watched. Angela, I want to talk a little bit about support from Women United and really how that is helping families with different resources like the workshops that we just learned about. Are parents and families utilizing these workshops?
They are. Actually, this past academic year, we had 26 workshops that over 160 families participated in.
Wow. Okay. And more to come, right? You guys are
absolutely
constantly hosting these workshops. So Annette, remind us, for anyone who missed it, why Women United really puts such a strong focus on early childhood education.
Yeah, so early literacy is huge in the early learning space. When kids are ready for kindergarten, it just leads to them being successful down the road and really meeting that benchmark in 3rd grade. So whenever they are ready and reading at 3rd grade level at that point, then they're more likely to graduate high school and then more likely to go on to college or to a trade school or have a job in their communities.
Yeah, there is, heavy-duty research and statistics that really back up how crucial these years are, these early learning years. And so Annette, you've been a very active volunteer with Women United. So how did you get involved in the first place, and what inspired you to want to get involved in this organization?
So good question. We moved to the Quad Cities about 12 years ago, and I had some ladies reach out to me, and I knew right away whenever I spoke with them that the work that they were doing was very meaningful. And having an education background, I knew I wanted to be a part of something that was early literacy focused, early childhood focused, and this was a perfect match for me.
Yeah. What would you say to somebody who either they're watching right now, or maybe this is something that they've been toying with for a while? What would you say to encourage them to join this organization?
I think anyone would enjoy what we do and appreciate the impact that we're making. This is a very welcoming and inviting group of women who are very passionate about what we do. and they would have a great time, and just really appreciate the work that's been done ahead of time for us by our founding members, and we're just trying to build on that momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, Angela, there's a really great opportunity for anybody who may be thinking about joining or at least supporting in some way, and wanting to get involved. So it's the Next Season in Bloom. This is an event that is coming up very soon. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's at Hotel Blackhawk on May 14th. And it's a chance for women who are ready for something meaningful and want to be a part of a community to join other women like them and do some great work for our kids.
Okay, so Hotel Blackhawk, it's coming up May 14th. It's an early evening, I would say. It starts at 5 p.m. There's even a special pre-party that guests can attend, kind of network a little bit. And would you say, Angela, this is a really good time for anybody who has questions to get those questions answered?
Absolutely.
Okay, so and Annette, what would you say to somebody who is, thinking about attending this event, maybe a little nervous, or maybe they haven't, served before on any type of, nonprofit organization? What would you want them to know before they buy their tickets?
Come as you are. We're a lovely group of ladies who are so passionate about what we do. And like I mentioned earlier, it's a very welcoming group of women. And they don't need to know anyone that's already involved. They don't need to have any experience within this space. So just show up and be ready to have a great time and learn a little bit more about our mission.
Yeah, and I think that does make people feel a lot better. As soon as somebody says, you don't need any prior experience, right? Then we all feel more comfortable stepping into that room with all those people that you feel like may, have a more elevated background in serving on a board or through an organization. So Angela, before we wrap up, when it comes to this event, what would you say sets this apart from maybe other events that could be construed as somewhat like it?
This event is not for professional development. It is networking of a different kind. And that networking will lead to great things for our kids. And it's also got a fun Bridgerton-inspired infusion to it.
Okay, I love to hear that. And I am excited to be part of that event as well and to be supporting. So it's going to be just a fabulous day. If you want to learn more about Women United or purchase your tickets, of course, to the Next Season in Bloom event, visit unitedwayqc.org/womenunited. Angela and Annette, thank you so much for joining me in studio today. We really appreciate it. Yes, thank you. And thank you so much for watching Quad Cities Live. Please join us for our next live broadcast Tuesday afternoon at 3.